all about my money, get my guap and turn my higher than a bitch, I'm off the oil, they don't get it. Running up my money, I'm getting my money, I'm talking my chicken. Bitch be talking that shit, but whole time told that bitch to listen. Running up this shit, but whole time ain't no competition.
We gon' keep the trap doors swinging to the block
Get high.
I can have 100 balls.
Throw it for a blunt to roll. Baptized in my Nick ducked and gold. That's why I ain't roll. 1500, I ain't coming home.
I need a pretty ass bitch
Still set my floors.
I've been putting in work.
I'm going extra hard.
I like hand in hands.
I don't really have for fraud.
Still can't believe they
To my dog.
Still can't believe my life looking make believe. Know how to make some cheese.
What's the words, y'all? What's the words, y'all? Y'all already know what the fuck going on. Shit, but MrSitchy up in the Ville, you feel me, man? And today, right now, it's 4 in the morning. I gotta low key be up in like a few hours to go get my hair cut. That's all. But I low key just got my hair cut 2 weeks ago. Well, a week ago. You feel me? Cause I missed my other haircut, but I need a little touch up already. I ain't gonna cap. Like my shit's still decent though. But my hair didn't already low key grew back. So I'm finna go in. But man, I was just saying, talking to myself about, I don't know what, but I'm gonna start naturally turning on the camera and doing what I do, start talking to myself. You feel me? Like I've been, do roll up, sit down. Y'all know the roll up, sit downs. You feel me? And yeah, man, it be crazy because I just be noticing like how I sit here, I have a good convo with myself and the camera not on. Soon I cut the camera on, my mind get to trying to think about what to talk about, like what we finna say this time the third. But it's naturally gonna come, you feel me? Like that's just what all this YouTube and shit is, turning on the camera and this time the third. You know what I'm saying? Getting real familiar with it. But I was talking about something, bro, with myself. I don't remember what I really was saying though. Like that's why I cut the camera on, man. Like I hate that I do that, but we gonna figure it out. You feel me? I miss talking to y'all though, bro. I feel like I ain't did a roll up, sit down in forever because I actually haven't. I've been so hands full with other content and different stuff and editing and catching up and trying stuff that I ain't really been having no time to actually like edit stuff, bro. You know? And what was I doing? Oh yeah, I'm gonna review a song I just edited. But basically, bro, all I've been doing is sitting here kind of talking to myself about like what I've been having going on with myself, productive stuff and shit like that, whatever. And then as far as like just understanding, let's scroll in our phone, bro. It was something, bro. Maybe if I look, go to my phone and actually look. Okay, so boom, the whole Rich Homie versus Roddy Rich thing. That's what I was talking about. Then I started talking about some other shit. So I was just here talking to myself because, you know, Roddy Rich basically took Rich Homie calling off a song. Rich Homie spoke out about it a little, like, real fast. You know what I'm saying? Now, me being me, bro, I'm just gonna be real. Rich Homie gonna win if they do a version. I know this for a fact. I used to bang Rich Homie. Roddy Rich got like 2 songs, gang. You feel me? And I can't really recall. Like I was saying, okay, this is what we were saying. I feel like the industry really only signs stupid people. I ain't calling Roddy stupid or nothing. But like, I just feel like they sign niggas who are in dire need of money or a position. You know, the industry really is looking for niggas who are basically gullible. You know, easy to manipulate, mind fuck, somehow, some way to where they come out with a buzz and we like, okay, y'all come out chain, I got 30K this, y'all kind of fuck about our money, which is where they get us all the time, every time, most of the time. Y'all get mind fucked by the money that they talk and offer, show y'all this bread, give y'all this little amount up front, just on the third, whatever, right? Then boom, now you pay, okay, they done paid you, now you sit here, you worried about keeping an image and fitting the image. So what you finna go do with your shit? You probably finna go buy you a chain, you know what I'm saying, out of your label money that they gave you to invest. So people be thinking, oh yeah, they gave me this bread, this my sign money for me to do what I want with it. But it's like, you can do whatever you want, but the whole time it's a setup. It's like, we really giving you this money to go put towards, if you're gonna go like studio time, real editing, engineering, quality type, like, you know, like, we giving you that bread to actually pay for this, that, and the third, whatever. So, but Fuck all that. The industry really be sitting here like trying to discover people who they can manipulate and take control of versus people who actually got talent. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying these people ain't got talent, but it's like they basically making people they basically are making people rappers. You know, they doing this. So say you in dire need and say you got a little bit of talent, a little bit of musical talent. When you black, they figure off GP, you can make music. It's naturally in us for most of us. So you out the hood from the ghetto, this kind of third, right? You got a little talent, you do music. Now you ain't even all that talented, but you got a decent sound. A record label is either sees you naturally or is brought you not brought to you, but you're brought to them, or the attention of you is brought to their eyes. So now the record label get to looking at you. You know what I'm saying? Because they looking at their next dollar sign. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get into that combo too. Boom. They looking at their next dollar sign and shit like that. You feel me? So you desperate for money. They not desperate for a new artist, but they just want more income. You're another income. You're another source of income. You performing and getting on stage and us putting our money behind you. If you actually could sell some shows and shit like that, it's more money for us. Yes, we gotta put some money behind you, but that ain't gonna matter if we can get our money returned. The money we put into you is not gonna ever matter. As long as we can get our return plus interest, which is revenue, you know? Boom. So my whole thing is, like I'm saying, like, you don't really hear from Roddy Ricch and shit like that, do you? Nah, you don't. And one of the things that Rich Homie said was like, he said, yo, one show a year doing ass, nigga. He like, I don't want no beef, I just want to do catalog for catalog. But it's like he also said, bro, you perform once a year. And I'm going to be real, I don't even hear about Roddy Ricch performing. I'm not a fan of his to know, but ever since he got in the industry, linked up with Mustard, I haven't really heard nothing about him or from him. And I was fucking with him. Like, I was fucking with Roddy, and nigga, I'm rolling 60s. I don't know what type of crip he is, but I know he got the double R, so he should be rich rolling. Like, I'm rich rolling, you feel me? Like, but at the same time, though, that don't mean nothing to me. Like, just because this time the third don't mean nothing. That's all I can really say on that, like, you know? So at the end of the day, I'm like, I support anybody come up, though, but I just was like, when he came out, I'm listening to the song that blew him up. I forgot, but I'm singing the song in my head as we speak. I just can't remember the title of the song. But is it Roll Dice? Live my life, I had to roll dice. It's either that or it was something else, but I think that was the song. It was that or something else. I don't fucking know. For surely right now, my fault. I can't really remember. But regardless, though, you feel me? The nigga made that. Boom. He comes, links with Mustard. They make Ballin', right? Okay. Boom. That's another drop. That's an automatic. You know what I'm saying? That goes up. Boom. Mustard's already a clouded DJ. Well, been looking for his cloud, started getting his cloud, so he was already clouded now during the time Roddy linked with him. Okay, cool. So then, boom. After that, he probably started going through the industry shit, you know? Getting fucked. Like, motherfuckers like, oh yeah, we finna fuck with you, bro. We finna fuck with you this time the third. Niggas start lowballing them, blackballing them this time the third. Like, oh yeah, you know, you can't make music right now. Like, I'm finna speak different shit. I'm finna try to hit all aspects of this shit within the 30-minute period of this recording. You feel me? I don't want to make a part 2, that's why type shit. If I gotta make a part 2 or make a part 2, I will, but boom, okay, so now, this thing, like I said, you will get signed to one of these labels, for instance, like Roddy probably did, or anybody, though. We ain't even gonna just use Roddy, but this is me discussing Rich Homie and Roddy Ricch right now, so we're gonna put that shit right here. So, boom, as you signed to a label this down the third, they fuck you, you know what I'm saying? You buzzing right now. A record label is a big-ass business, just like anything else. It's a big business. So at the end of the day, it's all about return of investment, return of interest, whatever the fuck. But it's like, it's about return of interest. You know what I'm saying? ROI. Well, investment, return of investment, return from investment, return of investment. But you want to get a return from whoever you invest in, whatever you invest into. So if I sit here and I grab an artist, or a label grabs an artist, boom, I'm expecting to make money off you. Sounds fucked up, but that's what I'm grabbing you. I'm investing my money out of my pocket, out of my business, into you, to help you make money, to also help me continue to make more money. Like, what the fuck was this bitch? Focus. Yeah. Stay focused. Alright, boom. So I'm like, it's gonna help you make money. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna help you make money, you gonna help us make money. We're money making partners now. Once we sign you, that's how it's supposed to go. We get a higher percentage because we have the connections. That's why people be like, man, these labels be fucking people. It's like, you gotta think, the labels have the distribution, and that's what you paying for it. And they probably got the connects. The labels is probably the ones who put you on the stage in the first place. You know what I'm saying? The whole time, and you might have never hit a stage or was able to hit the stage the way they was able to make it happen, to where it's like, okay, boom, this shit's simple. We getting paid 5 racks of motherfucking appearance, this time the third, versus we didn't even know if there was somebody willing to pay us $500 to hit a stage. You know what I'm saying? Boom, shit like that, whatever. Okay, so they want their money. You feel me? So you gotta remember, it's a record label. So if you're not the first artist, you ain't the only artist. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't the very first to get signed on the label, you ain't the only artist. Even if you're the first, you won't be the only artist. You might be to start off, but you ain't the only artist for the longest. So boom. Say, these labels are signing other people, of course. So if we sit here, we sign you, you got the buzz for the moment, right? Okay, boom, 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 boom. And we signed a few other artists that, you know what I'm saying, low key or whatever, under the table, on the table, however we do it. We sign them, this, that, and the third. Okay, so we waiting to find their moment of buzz. But you are our artist of the moment right now. You have the buzz, the sound, the style, the views, the stream, everything. You receiving it all. You know, so we going to put the eye and the focus on you. We're going to pay attention to your beginning numbers to a year later or so numbers. And we're going to see about how you're doing. So basically, we're going to compare from when you were around this time and then next year around this time and see if there's an increase or a decrease. And if so, we'll kind of pay attention to see if your clouts went up or if it's kind of went down. And if so, we're going to take the time and niche to try to, like, make something work in shingle. So we might tell you, the label might tell you, like, you can drop whenever you want. You might, okay, let's put this right here on the table real quick. A label might say, you might go to a label, right? Y'all make an agreement. The label might tell you some shit like this, but it's a fuck in the face. But people be falling for it. They might tell like this: we don't want any control over your music. You can drop when you want, drop however you want. This time the third. All we ask is that you come and ask us or let us know before you drop, because we might need you to hold or halt on something just for our sake or safety or something or anything. So it's like, you can drop however you want. You can drop whatever you want, but run it past us first. So it's like, how can I drop whatever I want if I gotta run it past y'all? Because at the end of the day, you really can drop whatever. Like, you can wake up tomorrow and drop a song. You ain't gotta really run it by us, but then we're gonna say something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Depending on how you do it and when you do it, we might say something. That's why we're saying. So 9 times out of 10, run it by us first before you do it, because then we might be like, oh man, you gotta take that down. Or can you do us a favor and unpost it or unwoo-woo for right now? We trying to focus and get ready to push this agenda for this other artist, which is also our money. You know what I'm saying? We got money invested behind this person, so we need to get them out there, get they polls and everything, they campaigns going and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So we can start receiving investment back, our return of investment off of this artist and the next artist. We already started receiving it off of you now. We got it. We actually already done made our return off of you. So now it's like, okay, if you want to continue to make your own money on the side, go ahead, but make sure you come and talk to us about how you trying to do something, so we can let you know how it'll correlate and correspond with what we trying to do right here or right there versus what we already doing over here with you. You know what I'm saying? So boom, That's just some shit I'm thinking about on some like young boy type, whatever the fuck, like all the little deals and shit that be going on. You know what I'm saying? Okay, boom. So then now let's go back to the little Rich Homie Quan. And what's called? I'm trying to hurry up because I want to smoke, but I got a song I'm trying to low key get high to and shit. But let me just spark this bitch and then But back to the Rich Homie Quan shit and Roddy. Now, like I said, Roddy came out, bro. He had what? A few songs, maybe a little project too. Now, I was fucking with Roddy shit. Then I started noticing he wasn't dropping. Especially when Rich Homie just said that, like, yo, one song, yo, one performance a year doing that, nigga. It's like, damn. You gotta think Rich Homie just became, he's always been relevant still, but he kind of like became not so much of a big face in a rap world just literally like 3 years ago. It might have been longer, but in my eyes, it's only been 3 years. He was just on stage doing the Hit the Quan, hit in like 2019, 2020. So it's like, it ain't been that long, bro. He had his, get a man now on Hit the Quan. Either way I go, Rich Homie has been relevant. What the fuck has Roddy done? I'll make a song with Roddy, I'll make music with Roddy, everything. Like, I would love to. And so I'm like, when I say this, bro, don't take it as out of context. Like, nigga, you throwing shit. Nah, bro, it's just like, be real compared to the Rich Homie gang. You ain't made a Milk Marie. You ain't have the whole Facebook, every bitch on Facebook, excuse my language, but you ain't have every female on Facebook changing that name to Milk Marie, a cum bucket. Like, what do you mean, bro? Every female wanted to be a Milk Marie the whole time, or they call it cum buckets. Go, 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 Milk Marie. They are. Everyone on Facebook, Milk Marie. You know what I'm saying? Walk Through. I been feeling like that man when I walk through. Bro, just them two songs that kill Roddy's whole catalog. Some Type of Way. Them 3 songs right there kill his whole catalog. People can't play. You can't play with Quan, bro. Nah, you don't do that. I ain't gonna cap to you, but like, why I have to speak upon the record label shit, bro, and like kind of like break it down in a couple different ways. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, where it's kind of like a quick like, explanation of how they'll fuck you. But it's because, like, nigga, I have to make it make sense. Now, this is where I'm also make sense. They said Roddy took him off the song. Motherfuckers told Quan, like, look, Roddy took you off that song, bro. He did that himself. Don't that sound like some other niggas trying to start something between you and the nigga? Like he made them mad or something. So they came to you, told you something you ain't even know. Started a little situation that probably wasn't even meant to be blown out of proportion the way it was. Like, damn. Yeah, I took you off a song, gang. It depends. But I'm gonna be real. Depending on the verse, unless it's hot garbage, I'm not taking a Rich Homie Quan verse on my song. The nigga was literally just a face. A rich gang with Thug. Before Thug full-fledged got the YSL, they was RG. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, boom. Rich Homie is very so much relevant. Ben was rapping. I have to go back to remember to see how long I was listening to him, bro. It's almost been 10 years. The Rich Homie Quan and the young Thug whole period was done there 10 years ago, bro. Could tell like this bitch isn't white as fuck. You gotta know your blunts, nigga, know your trees. For real. Until we got 20 minutes. So like, I think I damn near just fit everything in at once. Not really, I ain't really discussed what I wanted to though. So let's hit this. If they do a versus, right? I'm explaining to y'all my opinion on why Rich Homie will win. We gotta just be real, bro. Roddy ain't really got no longevity in the game yet. You know, like he hasn't, like I said, back to what I said. What has Roddy done compared to what Rich Homie has given us? That's all I'm saying. It's just like when Jeezy and Gucci went against each other, right? For the verses, I kept telling people, everybody like Gucci gonna win. I said, bro, let's be real. What has Gucci given us that actually like cracked off? Don't say Walktober and shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Them is all like, no. Jeezy was actually spinning real dope boy music. Dope boy. It's showing Jizzle from the bottom of the map. Got a 50 round drum in the bottom of the strap. Hey. Like, come on, bro. I got a 30 round clip in the bottom of the strap. Hey. But I told people, I do music. I said, Jeezy gonna win that. Because Jeezy gave us I Put On. He gave us Done It All. He gave us motherfuckers like he ain't got no anthems. I'm like, y'all was not listening to Jeezy. Jeezy came out buzzing. Y'all must have forgot. So Icy the Snowman, who did it feature as the random ass feature, and I never heard of this man until this song. Gucci Man. You feel me? But anyway though, I'll explain to people Jeezy's gonna win. And why? The reason Quan gonna win, bro, his catalog has way more longevity. He has more songs, he has more music. He has more hits. And Roddy ain't gave us no hits yet. His very first song that blew him up, well, it ain't his very first song, but his first song that, you know, hit an M. It's a vibe, it's like a classic, but it's not a hit that people gonna be playing 10 years from now. You know what I'm saying? Like, 10 years, it's been 10 years, and to this day, people were sitting there still playing Rich on the Quan. People still turn on some type of way to use it as a sneak diss song. All types of shit. Like, Rich Homie got songs you can continue to this day play. You will go to the club in the right place. You chilling and out of nowhere, it's make me feel some type of way. You be up in the club like, I dropped the top of my whip, ho. You feel me? Like, I was a real Rich Homie fan, and I'm still a supporter. The young gotta know when. Like, if I was Roddy, I would not accept that challenge. You know what I'm saying? I'd be real and I'd be humble. I'd be real humble about it and be like, you know what? I can't fuck with you, Quan. I'm gonna be real, gang. I can't fuck with you, bro. You a stamp vet in that shit. You know what I'm saying? As far as your hits and everything, like, compared to what I got some shit, but I can't play this shit compared to you playing your shit. It ain't even a comparison because you coming from 10 years ago, I'm coming from 10 years from your shit. So I'm coming in the present now. You coming from 10 years back then. So your music was able actually to get us marination and see if it actually is going to deliver that longevity. While Roddy, though, he ain't even got a chance. He ain't even been in a rap game 5 years. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a big difference. Rich homie gets that young thug respect off rip. Young thug don't get more respect to him just because he continued to be YSL Rich Gang and everything. And Rich homie ended up being the one who kind of like got branched off from the group. Rich homie still gets that same validation as Thug. Like, yeah, Rich homie and Thug and Rich homie. Fuck you talking about? Like, yeah, like the motherfuckers don't know that was an era. You feel me? Like, I just want, if I was Roddy, I wouldn't even play crazy. I'd just straight up tell him, like, go ahead, Rich homie. You got it, homie. I ain't gonna play with you, Gabe. You still got millions of fans, probably. You feel me? I just got in the game. The contract I signed probably is limited my motherfucking growth. All that, so, bro, I ain't even got a chance to really develop my catalog or nothing, so I'm gonna let you have that. You won that. We can sit down and discuss the whole taking the verse off and everything, bro. Like, there's better ways to go about shit. You know what I'm saying? But that was just a quick little discussion, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to do the whole 30 minutes. Should have cut this bitch at 20 when I was done talking, but whatever, you know what I'm saying? And so y'all know what to do. Press that subscribe button, keep them likes coming. Let's hit these 100 subs, man. I don't know why it's so hard for me to hit 100. I think I'm finna start uploading the skits on here like I said, you feel me? But that's all coming. You gotta instantly, there it go. But yeah, search, let me get over to y'all.
Higher than a bitch, I'm off the oil, they don't get it. Running up my money, I'm getting my money. I'm talking my chick and her little bitch be talking that shit, but whole time told that bitch to listen.